Hi folks, this is Yolanda Simonsis with Paper Film and Foil Converter, and today we're at CPP EXPO at Print 13 at Chicago's McCormick Place. And today we're here with Mark Breen, who's the marketing manager for Dover Flexo Electronics out of Rochester, New Hampshire. And today he's going to tell us about the EasyWeb torque controller. Brand new product for you guys.
That's right. We're happy to unveil it here at CPP.
I know that the name of this new product that you've introduced is called the EasyWeb torque controller. But
yes.
Tell me, why would somebody choose to buy a torque controller over a transducer or load cell?
Great question, Yolanda. Someone would choose to buy an EasyWeb torque controller because it's going to be lower priced than a standard transducer-based controller. There's a lot more that goes into a full-fledged transducer-based controller. We have several full-featured tension controllers. The torque controller is an open-loop controller versus our closed-loop automated tension controllers, which keep perfect, precise, accurate tension. The tension is not quite as consistent when you're using a torque controller, but it's usually good enough depending on the application. Many film printers and converters can get away with less tension control, but they still need some in the process. And I can show you why. Please,
show us how it all works.
Okay, great. What we're running here is a little simulation because we couldn't fit an entire coating line or film converting line into our booth, so we've got a little screen here showing a simulation of an unwind where we're starting with a full roll of 30 inches, if you can imagine, going down to 3 inches. And as you can see the roll, we're diminishing in size. The diameter goes down as the material is moving off the web. And in this case, we're pretending that we're taking a line speed signal and a roll speed signal from two tacks, and we ratio them together to get a diameter. All the EasyWeb torque controller needs to function is an input where we can calculate diameter, or two inputs in the case of the tacks that I just mentioned. We can also use an ultrasonic sensor or a roll follower to calculate diameter, to give us the diameter, in which case we're just taking an output signal from the EasyWeb to the shaft on the unwind drive, in this case, and we're tapering the torque. It's not a tension controller, it's a torque controller. And this will, in effect, allow us to adjust tension. Now, what we're showing here is what happens where the operator of the machine will start at a standard tension, somewhere between low and perfect, and as the roll winds down and we get to core, a lot of you are familiar with the fact that tension's going to spike way up if we're not tapering something in the process. And you can see, as we get close to that core, we're down at around 12 inches now. We're creeping up into the high tension zone. We're risking either a web break or stretching the film in the process by not applying any type of adjustment to the torque on this motor. As the roll winds down, tension is creeping up, and that's not a good situation. The operator would have to be making manual adjustments continuously to correct for this problem. But now we're starting at full roll again. I'm going to put the controller into auto mode. We're starting at a reasonable tension, somewhere in between low and perfect. And as the roll winds down, we're adjusting the torque. We're reducing torque, and that will help maintain tension in a safe zone. It's not going to be dead perfect at any one particular level, but it will stay in a very reasonable, tight range. So that's basically how it works. And this is what someone would use if they don't want to spend the money on a full transducer-based system. We hope to have this available for sale. This is our first production model. We're ramping up production and should be available within a few weeks.
Thanks, Mark, for running us through this. It sounds like an easy answer to something that's quite complicated and cheaper. It sounds really good. Joining us, folks, here at CPP EXPO. If you're looking for more information about this new product, just check the URL at the bottom of the screen. We'll see you later. This is Yolanda Simonsis reporting from CPP EXPO.